What up, internet? I am back and the spider just ended up disappearing. That's where the suitcases are. Okay, oh god, that's gross, that's gross. Let's see where you go. Quite surprised these things don't... Okay, developers do not get any ideas. You're not allowed to let them attack us. Running while I'm grabbing more rocks is because I've got to do this side, but welcome back to the forest, guys. But I've also got to do something else I usually do here. So if you're gonna do something like this in survival, where you build in the cannibal hut, build it up like this, do not leave these gaps. These gaps will not, the wood walls will not allow you to build there like that, but if you have your rocks, you can build like that. That and the rocks are a little bit more durable. I'm just gonna save quickly. I forgot to get up and stretch. Whoopsies. Well, benefit of the short cord is the same reason why it's not good. Where is it? There it is. Wasn't there a rock just sitting here 5 seconds? There it is. Feathers! Okay, forget the feathers, I just want the meat. So, if you guys are curious, what I'm planning to do for the big base, I plan to have a room set up for each task, so like cooking room, drying rack room. There's gonna be small little rooms, but they're gonna be rooms of their own nonetheless. And because my guy is so slow, we missed the lizard. We're gonna need to set up some rabbit traps, because I'm gonna need a lot of material if we're gonna do this. So the way that this is gonna work is we're gonna set up our build base. We're gonna build a few different bases on this server. Well, not on this server, but on this world. I don't have a beefed up enough computer to make a server. Otherwise I'd make a server and have some building techniques. I just realized I wasted my own drying rack meat. Whoopsies! We're also gonna have some, like, stuff for the explosives and stuff for all that fun stuff. I do not need to do that. I need to do this. You're wondering why I don't do this option? Too much work. Did it not? Oh no, it built into the wall. Okay, we're good. Not what I wanted! There we go. then the other option we're going to do is... gonna need a garden eventually, but first, we're gonna finish this first floor first. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just get to it. Run. Don't know what I'm singing. You may be thinking now, why did you make the trees all blow up for that? Well, we're gonna get to that second floor I told you guys about in the last video before the world ends. So, blowing up trees is often the best way to harvest them. Mind you, they do like to disappear after a while, so I'm just gonna go finish this wall. And we're gonna build a log sled, or 5, and then we're gonna blow everything else up. Okie dokie. We are going to store our stuff in here because this one's emptier than the other one was. And I fail. You know what? No. Here's what we're gonna build. We're just gonna build that log holder. Log sled. I mean, a little closer to where the trees went boom boom. Be a smarter idea. Right there. Ten. Sled. If this were me in real life, there's one of two ways this could be. I could either be living like a queen on an abandoned island, those of you who know me would probably agree, or I'd end up dead within 5 minutes. I would never want to survive on my own. Now if I had somebody with me on the other hand, then it would be something I could probably handle a little bit better. No, I do not want to put the rock in there. I want to put the log. You know what's... I don't know if it's sad, you know what's going on right now though? I've got Grace Kelly stuck in my head, the song. And I didn't listen to it last night, I don't think, at all. Since my dog died, I haven't listened to music while I sleep. I've got ADHD and Asperger's, so I've got very specific sleep patterns. I have to have some form of background noise. Growing up all those years, it's been, or at least I haven't listened to very much music since my dog died. It's been music. All the time music when I sleep. Or even just like a radio show or something like that. Or just the radio had to be on. And then, well, my dog was sleeping with me on and off through all those years. And then towards the end, she started sleeping with my parents because it was just easier for her to be with my parents. But the last night she slept with me, I was an idiot and I listened to music. I know it's a little bit over-dramatic or something like that, or some people consider it over-dramatic. But the type of music that I listened to was the stuff that I, like when I used to sleep, was the stuff that I was playing for her the last night before she died, to kind of help her get a good night's sleep so I could spend some time with her, have her, like, hold her, love her, and not torture her too much, because it's worse when you don't have sleep. From personal experience, I know that. Which is another topic I can talk about while I'm working on this. I was talking to a friend last night and I did the math. But anyway, I've got to get back to the first story first. Not everybody's ADHD like me and can jump around to different conversations. So, I've recently started listening to some things. Mind you, it's not the same kind of stuff I used to listen to. But I switched over to listening to gamers, videos like TED Ed. Just gentle stuff. Like, not all the gamers stuff is, like, violently, like, screaming, "Death birdie, death to the birds," kind of thing. Dude, I just smacked you. There are some things like Markiplier's World's Quietest Let's Play. So if you ever see this, yeah, if you wonder why your World's Quietest Let's Plays had such a view spike, it's because you're not screaming "Blah!" all the time in that, and it was just something that helped me. And I would like to say a big thank you to him. I had a playlist I was working on. I had several playlists. And what I was trying to do was I had one of just Markiplier talking, one of Markiplier and a few other YouTubers talking, one of a mix of Markiplier, TED Ed videos, and some YouTubers talking and stuff. And I started slipping one or two songs in there. And now I've gone from I need noise to sleep, but it can't be one or the other. And I'm trying to switch it back to where I need music. It's kind of like a subconscious thing. But so far, it seems to be working. As creepy as it is that I listen to one of my favorite YouTubers when I sleep. I kind of need to. Because the thing is that with the Asperger's and the ADHD, with the Asperger's especially, Asperger's, for those of you who don't know, is similar to autism. It's like a high-functioning form of autism. So it's not the same, but it is the same, sort of. Hold up, where was that spot that it was lighting up purple? There it is. Come on, go back. There we go. I need one more. If you're wondering why I'm putting it up so high, you guys will see in a few minutes. Okay, up you go. Come on. I need a rope. No, what do I need? I need this. No, I need this. I need some water. There we go. How many leaves do I have? I have enough. Okay, we're gonna start the fire pit up. But, I did the math. The easiest way to figure it out is all my life I've been on, stimulants. My ADHD. So, the reason why they put kids that are typically considered slightly crazy on things like that is because the stimulants do the opposite of what they would do for a normal person, for a person with ADHD. The stimulants are sometimes what can calm a person with ADHD. I think it depends on the person themselves half of the time. But, I've been on stimulants since I was around, I don't know how old, but I would assume grade 1 or 2 when they finally decided to give me, to put me on, Ritalin was what I started on. And, the thing with Ritalin is that it can kill you, but I've basically been on stimulants since I was however old a kid in grade 2 or so would be. So, all those years of having at least a little bit in my blood at all times accumulated to me not being able to sleep. So they put me on this other sleep medicine that they found out the combination of what I'm on, and that can kill me. So they took me off that. So in middle of high school, they took me off that. Worst time ever if somebody wants to actually get a job and do something with their life. When you don't have sleep for a week, I want to explain to you how this works. When you don't have sleep for a few hours a night, or a few days in a row, you start to get fatigued, you start to get irritable, you start to get upset and stuff like that more quickly, and you start to get confused. Add another few days onto that, make it into a week, you can die from lack of sleep in a week. I've literally had weeks where it's like I've had 1 or 2 hours a night, but my average was anywhere from 3 to 4 hours. So if we go with the 3 hours a night, so times 7, 3 times 7 is 21. So I was surviving on approximately a little more, a little less than 21 hours of sleep a night. Now, my average now since I've been on melatonin is about 6 hours, which is 6 to 8 hours, I believe, is the right amount of sleep I need to have for somebody in my age bracket. So 6 times 7 is 42. So I'm sleeping the average. You're supposed to be able to sleep approximately 42 hours, I believe, every week, which is about 2 days, which is a lot if you look at the numbers, but how many hours are in a week? 24 times 7. Hold on, I gotta get some food and stuff into me first. That's not what I needed. Wait, yes it is. No, it's not. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Not today. Okay, maybe today. Please don't die. Please don't die. Save, save, save. Just in case I die. We're gonna go smack those suitcases. I was gonna save them, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I just realized we have a fishing pond nearby. We're gonna look down though. We're gonna try to find candy bars. Possible. Nope. Where'd those suitcases go? Thank you for the cash, but I don't need it unless it can get me a candy bar. There it is. There's my holder rover. Okay, now we need one more. Thank you for the batteries, but I don't need the batteries. I need food. Yay, food. So, 24, so what was that? 6 times 7 is 42. It's an approximation, so 6 times. And then 3 times 7, what was that? 3 times 7. Where's my timer? Is it still going? I've got 8 more minutes. That's 21. So 24. So they're about they're about 168 hours in a week. That's 7 days. So if you look at it, if you look at the number 42, so 42, 168 minus 42. So approximately when you're awake, if you have 6 hours, this is an approximation, nobody gets exactly this many hours or whatever, you are awake for 126 hours on average, approximately. But if you only have what I had, which was approximately 21, you are awake for 147. So basically, any actions, whether they are crazy or not, that happened in high school were not technically my fault. They were my brain's fault for being a psycho crazy biatch. From a lack of sleep because of the medicine I was on to make me not crazy. I know, it seems crazy, but in a lot of ways, if I didn't have the melatonin, or not the melatonin, the stimulants, I wouldn't have been able to function for school and stuff. Sometimes you have a choice. You have choices in life. Which will get pretty deep for a discussion on medicine. Sometimes you have choices in life, and sometimes you have to pick the lesser of the two evils. At the time, when we didn't realize what the stimulants did to my sleep, the lesser of the two evils was losing my sleep. But if your doctor ever puts you on stimulants, just keep in mind that your sleep may suffer for it. Let's just put it this way, when you are sleep deprived, you're basically considered driving impaired when you're driving. If you're driving and you're sleep deprived, you are impaired driving. Oh, I almost got his tail. So yeah. I still have problems sleeping a little bit at times, but at least it's not as bad as it was before. I will take what I have now over what I had before any day. Like, I'm bad for remembering anything, and what I ended up doing was, I literally had my dad order me, like, usually when I get my pills, usually I'll get my dad to do it, but my dad will usually get my ADHD medication, like, right before I run out, but I was literally, like, a week and a half before I ran out, and I was just like, I want to make sure I have these, because I'm not going through that insanity again. And when I went down to North Carolina recently, I did experience a little bit of that, because I thought, well, the ocean will make me sleep, because we were out in it all day, or we were out on the beach all day, and I was so relaxed. I was just like, I'm going to have the best sleep of life. I'm drowsy. I go to sit and lie down, and it's just like, I'm wide awake. I literally was like a Katy Perry song. Oh, and the other thing is I wouldn't recommend it, but if you're the type of person that likes to trip out, if you can fight it, the melatonin stuff, crazy. Not that I like to trip out, not that I'm on drugs or anything like that. It actually kind of scares me sometimes. The effects it has, but I mean, like, to each their own. Kind of, if you fight it long enough that it's just barely in your system, then, your dreams can get pretty vivid and pretty crazy. And if you're curious as to what melatonin is the natural chemical your brain, well, most people's brains, produce to make you drowsy, sleepy. It's what makes your brain say, okay, nap time. So basically being on the stimulants, you know how normal adults can actually just lie down and go for a nap? If they want to? Yeah, no, I couldn't. Let's just put it this way, I was hallucinating. But that was when they tried to up my meds, I believe. Biggest mistake of life. Well, they were experimenting with my meds because, different reasons. They were like, oh, okay, you're an adult now, this is usually for children, let's see if we can't get you on more of an adult medication. But I feel like the one that I'm on works pretty good. It's not like for small children, it's more like for teenage children, or like close to teenage children. But I mean, like, again, the medicine depends upon the person. Some people need to be on strong stimulants. Some people don't even need to be on stimulants when they're ADHD. I was that kid that needed to be on the stimulants. I'm happy to report, though, that my sleep is normal-ish. About as normal as it's gonna get. And I'm okay with that, because I would rather like to function in society. But, like, and like, as I get older, like, as kids like who are like me get older, sometimes the doctors are like, okay, so you don't need as much medicine anymore, we can take you off this high dose and we can lower it because you're more in control. And sometimes that'll happen for some people, sometimes it won't. I have a feeling that'll probably end up happening for me. Oh, okay. Anyway, timer just went off, so thank you guys so much for watching and listening to me talk about my ADHD and my meds and my sleep. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.